Hey there! Welcome to the bonus episode for Kingdom Hearts 2. We're not quite finished yet.
Kingdom Hearts is a curse on our life, and our work is never done.
We're going to be entombed with these video games.
Either Sora can kill God or he is God, and I do not care the difference.
Sora refuses to let us die. Okay, I guess we've got to fight the guy that Axel Murderdeath killed.
Yeah, so all the Apps and Silhouette fights are refights against the people who got ended in Chain of Memories. Just, they don't have a card mechanic, so they don't suck.
Good.
Okay, what does data up there mean?
So you see that circle that's following us around on the ground? Every time that bar fills up, Vexen here will summon a more powerful Heartless Sora.
Okay.
Huh.
So you have to... It's a fight about, like, positioning yourself. Because Vexen himself actually isn't really much of a threat. Especially at this point, we are over-leveled for this fight and one of the other ones, and then on the level for two of them, and the last one is a level 80 fight.
Oh, Jesus.
Or, I think it's level 80? It might be closer to 60, but like it's definitely harder than the final boss, level-wise.
Also, I noticed Vexen can freeze you, which seems to be the biggest threat that he has.
Yeah, just a movie does it occasionally, and when he does it, it will immediately put the data circle on
I
you.
see.
I think I managed to beat him before it hits level 2.
We shall see how. We shall see if you devour Crow. You've eaten so much of it, you could do a recipe book.
Yeah, I think this fight's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's better than the fight in Chain of Memories where he just has a million zeros.
Yeah, in this it's just beating up a nerd.
Also, doing these after we have finished the game has actively been kind of a handicap on myself, because when you beat these, you unlock, like, extra armor slots, extra accessories,
jeez.
so, like, doing these actively makes you stronger for the rest of the game, but I waited until we beat the game to do them. So I accidentally kind of made the game a little bit harder than it needed to be. Whoops-a-doodle!
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
skateboard.
shred it.
Here I am, doing everything I can.
Uh-oh. Here's the guy who beat the crap out of you.
But, yeah, I think they did a lot of, like, good work making these fights kind of stand out. I really like the Lexius fight because it's very much based around, like, your ability to, dodge and block. Kind of like Roxas, but significantly less difficult.
Yeah.
Also, that power bar up there is, how much damage he'll do, basically. Like, he kind of starts out as a weakling, and then by the end of this fight, he does a metric shit ton of damage to you.
Yeah.
I also do kind of like it as just like a way to go, like, here's how weak Sora is in comparison to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that number went up pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that fight or move rules. As he levels up, also his attacks, like the rock attacks there, become, like, more rocks? I don't know what the term I'm looking
Bigger
for here
surface
is.
area.
Yeah.
Rocks. This.
Ugh.
Good night, everybody. I'll see myself out.
Also, kind of a neat little mechanic here is if you block and then do the counter reaction command when he slides the hammer across the ground, it actually does more damage the more power that Lexius has.
Oh, I think you're redirecting it into him.
Yeah, your power momentarily goes up to what Lexius has plus 100.
Cool. Yeah, I just spotted that. Yeah, that is very clever.
And then he just kind of falls over.
Lexius dead in the center of the ring.
All of these fights can be refought at like much higher difficulties. I don't show off the area that you could go to do this, called the Cavern of Remembrance, mostly because the last hallway is impossible for me to do on critical mode. I can't do it at level 69. Forget doing it at level 45. Because like all the organization refights are level 99, so. This one's completely new, actually, now I think about it, because we didn't see any amount of the Zexion fight in Chain of Memories. In Chain of Memories, he had a kind of neat little gimmick where he could steal your deck and then just like toss all your cards around, so you had to go run around and pick them up.
You threw a tantrum.
Yeah, basically. I do wish that game had more like interesting enemy things with the cards, rather than just being kind of a shitty card game with a lot of broken mechanics.
Wow, this guy does not have much health.
No, this fight's for like level 35, I think. Or maybe lower, 27 maybe. I don't know the actual numbers.
I like that it is very clever of him to attack Sora with literacy.
Keyblade wielder destroyed with facts and
What
logic.
cool are they? So is the thing here, it's basically hiding your action commands and you need to steal them back.
Kinda. He changes your action commands into a variety of things, some of which aren't usable, some of which are. A lot of the usable ones are like, hey, you heal up, or hey, you get some MP back. But also, some of them I'm pretty certain can hurt you. Also, this move sucks. If you don't get into that area within, like, the second or whatever, when it stops, that's an instant kill.
Oh wow, fuck that. At least he doesn't have much health, so that's positive.
Yeah. It's not a terribly difficult fight. The refight against the Data version, though, you can do in the Cavern of Remembrance, has way more health, though.
Oh boy.
Like, everybody there has maxed out health
Oh
bars.
jeez.
Yeah, quick and easy fight against Zexion.
Get fucked, nerd idiot.
Sora is bullying a lot of nerds in this episode.
It's really weird to me that these completely optional fights have some of the most interesting mechanics. Like, the only one that doesn't have some kind of interesting mechanic gimmick built around it is Larxene,
Yeah.
who is just there and will punch your shit in.
I mean, that is Larxene.
Yeah.
That's the girl we know and love.
Sorry, every time I see Larxene, I think of this. I'm not sure if I brought it up. There's this one tweet I saw, which I didn't realize was Larxene, who screenshotted Larxene in Kingdom Hearts 3 and just captioned it. That's her. That's the bitch that turned me lesbian.
So this fight at our current level is still kind of difficult, but there is actually kind of an interesting way to get around some of this. Your defense in this fight doesn't really matter all that much. Because, like, Larxene, most of her attacks are elemental via lightning. So if you just equip a bunch of armor that gives you extra defense against lightning attacks, suddenly this becomes way easier.
Yeah. Also, I like in the action command, the best way to hurt Larxene is to hit her with Larxene.
Trust nobody, not even yourself.
Turn that wine mum power against her.
Man, I remember when this fight kicked the shit out of me when I decided it would be funny to show it off
Yeah.
in the Port Royal episode.
Who's laughing now?
Still Larxene, look at that attack.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Oh jeez, yeah, she likes her lightning.
Yeah, this fight is still a lot. I didn't have a full lightning build here, for the record.
Yeah, she did not go down without a fight there.
Well, all right. All these recipes we're getting, by the way, are all like weapons and accessories you can equip that are based on the specific person you're fighting here.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any keyblades, but there's definitely like weapons and such for Goofy and Donald.
Yeah. Scythe.
It's everybody's favorite pretty boy from Chain of Memories.
I like his vaporwave fem scythe.
He's the result of Larxene trying to force fem someone.
Is that a joke I have to cut?
No, fuck you, it was great.
I think, yeah, I think Kara's the only one in this LP who can get away with that.
So this fight's kind of neat. That number above our Sora is our level, and it's the amount of times it will
wow.
hit. So if you were trying to do a level 1 run of this game,
Oh, this guy is the end for you. Yeah, I know he isn't doing damage. It's oh, you can restore your count as well.
yep, by doing that, you just have to block the attack. He does have a couple of moves which will damage you, but most of them just take down your like health number. This attack, for instance, can and will damage you, as well as the explosion off of that, but we get through the explosion because we were blocking while he attacked us. Cool! That's the real strat. I really like fighting Marluxia, but this fight does end up going on a little bit long, so I'm sorry about that. It's the most obvious where the game has been on us being a little underleveled. Because please notice that he has more health than
Yes.
Samus.
he is a very strong Bishy.
It's yet another fight about like blocking though, less about like dodging.
Yeah, because I noticed you get all your really strong counters off of blocking.
Yep. Also, interestingly, if you have the ability to glide, which you get from the final form, I'm sorry we didn't get it. This fight becomes way easier because that flower attack cannot keep up with you, or the flower bomb rather, when you're like in the middle of flying, if it's high leveled enough. And also, those pools of shit on the ground that will insta-kill you, also, you just keep flying over them. So I'm actually kind of glad that we don't have Glide, because it does make this slightly more interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just completely cheesing the fight. So...
He's got so much health.
Yeah, the worst I've ever cheesed a boss fight was in Sekiro, where there's an exploit where you can just make a really powerful optional boss fall off a cliff.
Also, for the record, all of Marluxia's attacks do in fact hurt Donald and Goofy with their health.
So fuck them, they don't count.
Good.
Some kind of interesting programming going on here that I'm actually kind of curious
Yeah.
about.
They don't have levels.
I do also like that Marluxia has 2 different moves that he goes invincible for. This one's a little bit more of a pain in the ass than the, like, scythe wheel.
It becomes your shitty stand.
Yeah. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to not get hit by that part, too, by the way.
I do like that you do have this destroyable.
Also, this is more interesting of a boss fight and, like, character design, I guess, than Marluxia's actual boss in Chain of Memories, where he just kind of turns into a flower monster boat.
Oh wow, what do you know? Something in this game is better than Chain of Memories.
It's almost like Chain of Memories is a bad video game.
Okay, but real talk? Chain of Memories has a better plot than Kingdom Hearts 2.
It kind of does, because there's at least plot happening for the entire game.
But also, we did skip through the entire, like, hours of Disney Worlds.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
it's a little bit better paced in there because you go through the Disney World and then, like, big plot happens. Just no idea how to dodge or block that. It's weird.
Assuming gliding doesn't help either.
It probably does. It's been a while since I've done this fight with the ability to block. Also, I did show it off, but didn't say anything about it. Marluxia does have 2 different reaction commands when you block his scythe there. If you get closer to him, you can do a big damage attack instead of getting your count back.
Yeah, I assume getting a count back is just safer.
Yeah, but when you don't have, like, any damage taken, or, like, it's not worth it, because every time you do it, it will add 13. Ha ha ha! But yeah, like, every time you do it, it adds 13, so if you have less than 13, or you think you're fine, then you might as well just do the big shit attack.
Yeah. Sorry, I just keep thinking of that one tweet where it's like someone screen capping a website that just says, "I want that twink obliterated."
Oh, jeez. Forgot this fight actually goes on this long. Again, it's because we're underleveled. I'm sorry.
Well, someone is.
I'll never apologize.
No, you won't. I've seen your audio file titles.
Oh my god! Lucia, why?
Well, according to what Kara said earlier about regarding Marluxia and Larxene, he is what is referred to as a bratty sub. That's the one you're gonna cut off, Sting.
Well, that's the end of the absent silhouettes. Got all of them.
Hooray!
I do appreciate the ability to fight the enemies from Chain of Memories.
What is Cloud doing?
Beats me.
I'm fucking though.
By the way,
I ain't his mom.
you 3. Who are you?
Well, I'm not sure we should tell you.
King Mickey told us not to talk
Well.
to strangers.
That's an interesting sword.
That's one word for it.
I see. Blade. And I suppose you must be its chosen wielder.
So what if I am?
I wonder if it won't change its mind once I defeat you.
So there's only 2 super bosses in Kingdom Hearts 2. There's, unless you're counting the data refights, I guess, there's Sephiroth here, and there's another one after this. We're gonna do the same old college try thing of 2 fights against the super bosses, and then I just show you how it ends.
Okay.
Assuming I don't beat them, of course.
I'm guessing that's not going to happen here.
Yeah, spoilers, I do not beat it. There is footage out there on my Twitter account of me having beaten Sephiroth on Proud Mode. Or not Proud Mode, Critical. Hilariously enough, the first time I ever beat this boss was on Super Hard Mode. But again, we are level 45, and it took me until I was like level 69 to do it before, so... I do, yes.
Show me your strength.
His sword is really long.
It's a compensator. You know what they say about a man with one wing and a long sword?
He's got big feet.
Is it like a short skirt, long jacket thing?
He's changing his name from Kitty to Karen.
He's trading his katana for a Buster sword.
If nothing else, I do a better job of fighting Sephiroth in this game than I did the first game. I get some hits in.
Jeez, one hit's all it takes against him here.
Yeah, at this
How'd
point.
you like that?
Anyways, this looks weird because I had to
admit
steal
you're
this
very
footage off
skilled.
somebody else.
But apparently Cloud is the only one who can eliminate me.
So shout out to people who upload this game's
Tell Cloud
cutscenes.
to come here. Tell him Sephiroth is looking to settle things.
I will say, the text timing on this person is slightly less awkward than mine, but also more so in a different way, because it's way too fast. Just going through that. Also, you can very much tell that this was recorded off the PS3 version, because it runs at 30, it looks weird as shit. Legitimately could not
Did
find
you give
anybody
him
who
my message?
put it up
Maybe.
from the PS4 version.
Sorry to
Weird.
keep you, Sephiroth.
Cloud, you'll never let go of the darkness.
Shut up.
Semi-interesting fun fact, the
You'll
combat
never
designer
let
for
go
this
of
game
your
is the
past.
combat designer for the Final Fantasy VII remake. Which is why it kind of feels a lot like Kingdom Hearts. In, like, your ability to do all your basic moves and then have the shortcuts to your big shit attacks.
This is surprisingly fast-paced for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's weird.
Absurd. Defeating me is meaningless. You know that more than anyone, Cloud.
I can't tell if Sephiroth's voice
No
acting
matter
is
how
good
many
or
Yeah, I
not.
can't.
Your darkness keeps calling me back.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It's a Zigbar situation.
Stay back!
How can I? I want to help
Tifa
you.
run in and break his legs.
You can't. He'll never let go of the darkness.
He doesn't have to. He just needs someone to surround him with light.
That was a
Darkness
bad
will be
line
there,
read. Oh my
Sephiroth.
god.
I was about to say, like,
Place
half
you
people
can't
on
reach.
Twitter want Tifa to surround
Is
them with
that
light.
right? Let's see what this light of yours can do.
Is that a code word for breast now?
No!
Tifa just dodging
Look
his
out.
big sword.
You can have my light.
The light doesn't suit you.
Are these two just fighting over him?
This scene is a bit weird. I really like every time they cut to Sora, Donald, and Goofy just kind of in the background. Just going like, what the hell is going on here?
I like how Goofy was like, no medal. Goofy and Donald were talking about no meddling. Now they're
Where'd they
arranging
go?
fights.
Do you think they made it back to their own world?
They went somewhere else.
To hell.
Cloud went to fight a great battle. To defeat the darkness inside him.
This feels weirdly philosophical for you,
Gone
Sora.
again.
What will you do now?
Guess I'll keep looking.
Got any leads?
Don't worry.
I mean, he just disappeared,
Light is
so
easy
no,
to
not
find.
really.
I gotta go. Here. This is for helping me out.
But wait, when did we help?
I mean, that's a good question.
Was that a fucking car key?
No, it's the Fenrir. Anyways, back to my own footage. Hoorah.
Oh, now we get to fight Mickey, finally.
Oh, we're gonna fight Chippendale, thank God.
Hey, good news. Finally, Chip and Dale have text boxes that aren't voiced. That doesn't seem right.
There's now a hell portal.
What organization? They're kind of all dead. I guess except Roxas, but... This is a large room. Portal led us into a wasteland. Are we back in the Pride Lands?
I was about to say.
We're in a Bethesda game.
See that Keyblade?
See that?
You can use it.
Huh?
Xenoblade?
Is this another Dark Souls?
Please note, I did not cut any audio
Yeah.
here. This character does not have a voice.
Is this another Ansem?
No. Maybe. Yes. Who knows?
Oh shit.
I just realized Ansem is an anagram for Mensa.
Uh-oh. Is that a Keyblade?
What is this fucking Super Sentai motherfucker?
Carmen. Holy shit!
Jesus Christ.
This boss fight's for level 99.
Oh my god!
And even then, it's difficult. Let's just give this one more college try real quick. What's the worst that could happen? Ah! So he has 4 different moves he can start the fight with? Hey, look, it's somebody else's footage again. Neat.
What?
And then this is the secret movie. Because every Kingdom Hearts game has one of these except Enchanted Memories, I think.
This is a 90s grunge video as a secret movie.
Why is that guy again?
It's Ansem.
Oh god, there's 2 of them.
Honestly, for being like a CG cutscene thing from like 2006, this still looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, Square has always been really good at their CG cutscenes. Also, what's the confusion here?
I was about to say, were those all Keyblades?
So now we play Birth by Sleep. Surprise, folks!
No, we're still a little bit of ways from that.
This is Sentai as hell, you're right, Kara.
So it's not to say this just became Warframe.
I hate it when I'm charging at an old man and his Sentai henchman and he uses his powers to launch me in the air with a pillar of rock.
Hey, remember how I was saying that there's a lot of good at hand acting coming up in the series
Yeah.
later?
Is that a storm of Keyblades?
Yes.
Fuck.
This CG cutscene rules.
It does, yeah.
I was debating whether or not I should show this, but, because, like, these events do take place in the game Birth by Sleep as well, but I reckon it's worth it, because we're not going to see it for, like, 2 odd months. A nice little teaser.
I think I know this blue-haired lady. That's only because one of the people I am mutually with on Twitter, Nemi, has a big crush on her.
Yeah. It's a lot of fucking Keyblades.
Sorry if I'm being quiet, this is just very cool.
Yeah, it's cool. A little unsettling, but...
Is that another Sora? Yeah, no shit.
Oh, it's Destiny 3.
Oh boy, video gives me chills every damn time.
For a minute. I was about to say,
Fuck you,
for a
Disney.
minute, I thought that was going to be Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, see y'all next time, folks.
Oh god. Oh god.